Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. I want to say a big thank you to all of you members that support the channel and Patreons, as well as a warm welcome to all of you new subscribers to this daily content. As always, one of the best ways to support the channel is to use the Element Games affiliate link in the description below and save yourself 20% off your Warhammer, and also use the crystal code at the end at the checkout to earn crystals, which you can then use to get even more money off future purchases. A new feature that YouTube added was if you don't want to be a member and you can't use the Element Games affiliate link, you can actually send like a little tip on a specific video. So if you found a video thoroughly entertaining or useful, you can just tip that video, and that'll help fund the channel. There's going to be a couple of big releases coming out before Christmas, which I would not normally cover, and that is World Eaters and Slaves to Darkness. So any support over these next few weeks and months will allow me to cover all of those new box sets and miniatures. So thank you to everybody that already supports the channel. On with the video. So if we go to the news right here on the Warhammer community website, we look at view all. Luckily it reverts back to white background, and we go back a week ago to the 22nd of October. About here we had a look at the pre-orders from Black Library, some limited special editions, and Harrow Master by Mike Brooks. He wrote the excellent Primarch novel for Alfarius, which was very memorable in my head, and a couple of other things. So you could pre-order the new Warhammer Underworlds Gnarlwood. I do like the miniatures, pretty nice. Even these as like for Slaves to Darkness would work. Then you've got these skeletons. I mean, they're just brilliant. Really nice models. Then you pretty much had all of the Leagues of Votann. They just threw all of the Leagues of Votann new releases at you in the form of the Codex, the Special Edition Codex, the Combat Patrol even, a character, another character, third character, some Hearthguard or Heartguard, some Ironmaster, the Thunderkin, the Warriors, normal Warriors, the Pioneers, the Berserks, the Sagittar, the Hecaton Land Fortress even, and the dice. So no, stone left unturned. If you really like squats and Leagues of Votann, then yeah, it must feel like Christmas today if you're receiving all of these. I would have preferred them to spread this release over at least 3 weeks, but they've got a lot to release before Christmas, I guess. And at least these are released before Christmas, so anybody that wants to start an army for Christmas, you can pick them all up. You've got the cards, and then for Warhammer the Horus Heresy, you've got the Deimos Pattern Predator support tank. Yeah, I don't know why they call it support tank. Maybe because on the whole the weaponry isn't as strong. But there are more weapons, This has got 5 different turret options, which is one more than the current Deimos Predator kit. I was very surprised that they were releasing this so quickly after the previous one that only came out a couple of weeks ago. From Forge World, we had Corswain, Paladin of the Ninth Order, which is absolutely fantastic. Lovely looking mini. I mean, I understand why he's on that base, but it would have also been pretty cool to have him on a proper character base like Sigismund. This guy is pretty epic. I'd probably say second to Sigismund. And then we also had the Death Guard Legion Praetors. Again, a bit surprised that they were releasing these early as well. But they look super cool, and I will be picking them up. You've got the Death Guard Mark 6 upgrades. So the shoulder pads and the heads. And the Blood Angels Mark 6 heads and shoulder pads. Black Library, you've got Eisenhorn the Omnibus. It's going to be a really, really thick book because it's got Xenos, Malleus, Hereticus. They are the 3 legendary sort of novels in the trilogy. Then it's got the Magos, as well as Regia Occulta, Missing in Action, Backcloth for a Crown, Additional, The Keeler Image, all penned by Dan Abnett. That is going to be, yeah, look at that, 1,000 pages. Huge book. But luckily it's in paperback, so it won't be too heavy. But it'll be an absolute unit of a book. And I would strongly recommend you pick that up massively. If you're into 40k at all, I read that 18 years ago, and it's life-changing. You've got the successors, Space Marine Anthology, Greater Good, and a couple of novels available in different languages, French this time. Warhammer Plus, we had a masterclass to paint Mibelor Darkfang and a battle report with Narwood. Next articles, you've got Shooters, Blood and Teeth, official prequel part 1. I played this, I live streamed it, and really enjoyed it. It's just, a lot of fun as a 2D side scroller shooter. You can pick that up. I think it's on Xbox and PC. I think Xbox is $16.99, and it's coming out on PlayStation, and it's on Switch as well. But I think it's coming out on PlayStation in December, and I just couldn't wait that long until December to pick it up on PlayStation, so that's why I got it on Xbox. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. I like the Orc language in there, and I like the units. To be given this 2D cartoon kind of feel to them. Fantastic. You've got a little article about Narwood, one about Warcry, a new tank, Rogel Dawn Battle Tank. So this was big news this past week. I'm not sure. I think it's busy, to use the community term. There's a lot going on. You've got like a mini little demolisher cannon. You've got double barrels. You've then got a pintle. You've then got a hull-mounted stubber, 2 operators peering out. You can also have this one stood on the back, which I think that's really quite cool. This gunner, so you can have 3 on there. I like the packages and things on the sides. You can also have, dual melter guns, which is pretty awesome. 50-50 chance of hitting anything, and then you've got like a Gatling cannon type thing. With the coaxial autocannon. So it's really going Primaris almost. It really reminds me of the Repulsor with just how many weapons they're throwing on this. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weapons. Yeah, that sounds about right. But it is jam-packed, isn't it? Big, thick tank. Really odd that they've got the exhausts the wrong way round. To me, that looks like the exhausts are blowing their vents down at the bottom, which is really quite poor. You get this going through a river or something, and it's going to be clogging up, the exhausts getting into the engine. So that's really bizarre that they've done that. I think they should have been reversed. That's, really strange and odd. Then you've got part 2 for Shooters, Blood and Teeth. You've got Curse City article, Nova Shooters, Blood and Teeth. Talk about the battle report. 2 hobbyists take on the Middle Earth challenge. You've got Black Library, Season of Horror, with a trio of Warhammer horror titles. You've got Black-Eyed Saint. I do like this sort of cover art, the style that they've gone for these horror ones. You've got The Resting Places, collection of Warhammer horror stories. Unholy. I always like the Goosebumps novels and the Paul Jennings novels with the front cover that you peel back, and then there was like a disgusting kind of change to the front cover. One of the reasons why I like reading today, I reckon, is because I read so much as a child. Then you've got another Shooters, Blood and Teeth episode, Leagues of Votann explore Imperial Wreck in a phenomenal new Warhammer diorama. So this is at Warhammer World. what can I say? Love the colour scheme, right? It's a very nice orange colour scheme. If I had them, I'd easily paint them this colour. And then there's a little preview. I will be getting a video out soon of Warhammer World. It's been a while since I've done one, and I've been there a couple of times over the past year, so stay tuned for that. Horus Heresy Thursday. We've got Night Lords now. They're not as bad as I thought that they would be. Still a bit strange with the guards. I would have preferred the bone to go over the eyes as well, like their actual skulls. That would be quite cool. But yeah, I mean, the shoulder pads are good as well, and I do like the helmet. Even the helmetless one looks quite cool. So that was Horus Heresy Thursday. So those Mark 6 heads and pads will be available soon. You got Age of Sigmar Meta Watch, unpacking the new battle scroll. So gives you an idea of the balance and the win rates. I mean, although Gloomspite Gits are only 45%, let's face it, they're 100% full fun rate. Am I right? Then you've got another episode of those, and brush up your tactics. Next crop of Warhammer events coming soon. So look at all that. It's a nice bit of loot, isn't it? You've got the 17th to 20th of November 2022. You can buy tickets. And then Warhammer Fest 2023, 29th of April to the 1st of May at Manchester Central. Warhammer World, you've got the Horus Heresy narrative play. You've got Kill Team Critical Strike at Warhammer World. Blood Bowl, Middle Earth, another Middle Earth. Match play for Age of Sigmar. So a number of events there that you can buy tickets for. Painting the Sons of Velmorn. And then celebrate the grand opening of the latest Warhammer store and cafe in Tokyo. So that is Saturday, December. So that's all the news for the past week. Not a huge amount. So let's go on over to Forge World and look at all those new Death Guard and Dark Angels pre-orders. Okay, so here we are on Forge World's web store, and I think it's great. You've got an advert there straight away of the new Death Guard Praetor. Death Guard players have been waiting for this one for quite some time. I think players and hobbyists, collectors have been making their own. I think the one with the axe in the Age of Darkness box set was a great proxy, but now we've got, you know, some proper Death Guard Praetors. So you've got an advert for the Praetor there, and the helmets and the heads and the pads. Would have been nice if it was mirrored with the other Praetor on the other side, but oh well. We click on Horus Heresy, click on pre-orders, and it's a shame that they didn't have Corswain on there either, but oh well. Click on high to low, and straight away we've got Corswain, £35. That's about standard for these characters now. In resin, Corswain is Paladin of the Ninth Order. Looks absolutely fantastic. Great helmet, amazing sword. Just look at it. It's incredible. I love the power plant. I love the cloak. I love his armor. You know, it's kind of got like knight helmet grills on the knee pads of it. It's just, yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to pick him up. 13 resin components there. Signature weapon, it's called the Blade. That's all it's called. So yeah, that's £35. Then you've got the Death Guard Legion Cataphracti Praetor. Good choice. Not massive fan of the pose really, and there's no. However, he does come with a helmeted option, which I'm definitely going to use. Looks fantastic. So yeah, that will go really, really well with your Grave Wardens, I think, if anything. So this one, £31 and 10 resin components. And then the standard Death Guard Legion Praetor, £26.50. Not too bad. Does have a helmeted version. Not a massive fan of that helmeted version, but you know, it's got a great, I want to say like Mark 3 power plant. Could even be Mark II, but yeah, I like a lot of things going on, like the chainmail near the pauldrons and the sort of groin armor, and this incense thing on his where his belt would normally be. He's got the scythe. He's got the combi weapon. He's got combi flamer, which is what it is. Typically upgraded to an alchem combi flamer, and a choice of 2 different heads. 11 resin components. Yeah, I like both of them. Really, really cool. Can't wait to add them to the force. You got the Blood Angels Mark 6 shoulder pads. The Death Guard Mark 6 heads. They look fine. They're going to look great with your Mark 6 Death Guard, although I'd much rather have Mark 3. That's going to be the main bulk of my force. And then the Blood Angels Mark 6 heads. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of these ones. The helmetless head looks good though. And then the shoulder pads for the Death Guard too, all £14.50. Remember, you're getting 11 heads and the 10 shoulder pads. So quite a nice selection of Forge World releases this week. Certainly makes up for the last few weeks. You know, other than when we had the Emperor's Children releases. That was a big chunk, wasn't it? So that's it for Forge World. Let's skip on over to Games Workshop. If we look, you've got an advert for the Deimos Pattern support tank, and you've got Warbands Rise again. You can now pick up the Legacy Warbands to field in Age of Sigmar, which is fantastic. So we click on New and Exclusive, and we take a look at pre-orders. We go high to low as usual. Review all. So you've got the Leagues of Votann pre-order collection, a whopping £411. I'm not sure why you would do that. You can save so much money by buying all of these releases from Element Games, and it's not like you're getting anything unique with this 411, but you knock 20% off of that, and that's £80. That's quite a considerable amount. All it does is just save you some time by pressing pre-order. You got these 2 products that were out of stock now. You got the Combat Patrol, £90. Seems all right though. Looks like you're getting 4 different units there. Gnarlwood was last week. The Hecaton Land Fortress, £65. That's an absolute beast. Not a massive fan. Probably because of the size of the wheels more than anything. But yeah, the weaponry is definitely very, very fearsome. 88 plastic components, so not that many for £65. You've got the collector's edition for Leagues of Votann. Will it tell me how many pages there are? 104 pages, so not that many. It does break the 100 page mark, but not a huge amount. But then again, this is their first codex. They're probably going to expand a bit more on these. You've got the Gnarlwood Rivals of the Nethermaze, £47.50. You've got the Deimos Pattern Predator Support Tank, £40. It's the same price as all the other Predators, you know, the 40k ones, and the Predator that was released a few weeks ago. You've got the Sagittor, £37.50. You've got the Hernkin Pioneers for £37.50. The Chthonian Berserks for £35. The Einher Hearthguard for £35. You've got the Codex itself for £32.50. You've got the Brockir Thunderkin for £32.50. You've got the Hearthkin Warriors for £32.50. The Brockir Ironmaster for £30. Grimnir for £27.50. I like the sort of drones that he's got. Starblood Stalkers, they were the warband for £24. Carl, which is a named character. Kargraz Ravagers, I've got an unboxing, possibly review of those on the channel. The Crimson Court, I've unboxed those for £24. Hedraka's Mad Mob for £24. Uthar the Destined for £24. Elthane's Soul Raid, I've got an unboxing of those, and the awesome miniature, the crab. Canaan's Reapers, £24. I probably will pick them up at some point, but I didn't pre-order them today. Einherjar Champion for £24. The dice set for £20. At first I thought, wait, 20 dice for £20, but it's not, it's only 16. You've got a couple of books that were no longer available. You've got the data cards for Leagues of Votann for £17, and then Eisenhorn, the Omnibus, £15. No doubt you can get that at a discount from places for a bit cheaper, but even at 30 quid, it would be worth it. Warhammer Underworld's Gnarlwood card sleeves for £10, and then the Successors now available in paperback for $8.99. So a lot of pre-orders, mainly Leagues of Votann. You've got some Age of Sigmar in there, and you've got one Horus Heresy, the Predator. So that's it for all the news and pre-orders. Quite a lot this week. Apologies that I didn't do a pre-order news video last week. If I don't do one, it's usually because I'm working. What do you guys think of all of the pre-orders today? Are you in deep with the Leagues of Votann? Will you be picking them up? What do you guys think of them, and what are you going to pre-order today? Is it just going to be the Predator tank for you, or are you going to get a warband for Age of Sigmar? Or are you going to get a couple of things for Votann? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.